Good evening. St Kilda legend Nicky Winmar has been convicted of 3 assault charges over an attack on a woman at a country motel.
The 60-year-old dragged his victim by her hair before slamming her head into a door multiple times.
Defiant as ever, Nicky Winmar walked into the Bendigo Magistrates Court protesting his innocence. But by the time he left, there was no denying the truth.
What do you have to say about what happened that night?
Got nothing to say.
The St Kilda great convicted of viciously attacking a woman at a Kahuna motel.
How are you feeling, Mr. Winmar?
Hungry, something to eat.
The court heard last year the 60-year-old grabbed a woman by her arm, twisted it, then dragged her by her hair before slamming her head into a door 4 times. The woman told the court that she was in a state of shock and feared for her life, and that she was upset and ashamed that she let someone hurt her like that. The AFL Hall of Famer claimed he acted in self-defence, but the magistrate ultimately rejected that defence, finding him guilty on 3 assault charges. Winmar's lawyer also argued the woman's account wasn't credible and that her version of events changed several times, but the magistrate found her to be honest and reliable, ruling the inconsistencies in her evidence was because of the trauma she suffered. He'll return to court next month. Geordie Wright, 7 News.
Liberal MP Moira Deeming has taken Supreme Court action against her own party, winning an 11th hour lifeline. Deeming was set to be dumped at a meeting tonight. Instead, she's been given a temporary stay of execution.
Moira Deeming left it to her lawyers to fight the Liberal Party.
She's just returned from the United Kingdom and is particularly unwell at the present time.
A sensational Supreme Court twist following Mrs Deeming's allegations of assault against fellow Liberal MP Matthew Guy that police dismissed. She tried to stop a meeting of the party's executive team of 18 and succeeded for now.
The door is open to the Liberal Party to reach out to myself or my client at any time and have a meeting. We've been repeatedly requesting a meeting.
The executive had been poised to decide tonight if Mrs Deeming should be disendorsed as an election candidate because she refused a request from a party leader, Jess Wilson, to apologise to Matthew Guy.
We're happy that there'll be a trial and that'll put an end to whatever arguments they want to raise.
What remains a mystery is Moira Deeming's legal argument to have the meeting stopped. That is contained in court documents which haven't yet been released but will be when the hearing happens July 17. Also in the Supreme Court today, a decision clearing the way for the release of a report by corruption watchdog IBAC into the United Firefighters Union and its dealings with the state government under former Premier Daniel Andrews. The union and its boss tried to block it but failed. Construction unions were the focus instead for Premier Jacinta Allen today. She's resisted acknowledging big build corruption as fact as recently as Monday. But do you accept that some of it is true?
I accept that there has been allegations made.
Today, an apology in writing, finally conceding there was violence, intimidation and organised criminal behaviour. That is shocking and unacceptable. It should never have happened, but it still happened. I accept that. I'm deeply sorry. Paul Dowsley, 7 News.
Police have charged 2 boys over the stabbing murder of a 15-year-old in Craigieburn. Laura Turner is live with the details. Laura, one of the accused killers had only just been released.
A 16-year-old boy, Karina, and he was freed on bail just 4 days before this chilling attack. 15-year-old Mickleham student Darweish Muhammad was stabbed to death outside Craigieburn Community Hospital on Wednesday night. And the 16-year-old charged with his murder was meant to appear in the Children's Court today, but failed to get on the prison bus. He and a 15-year-old co-accused have both been remanded in custody. It's not clear what motivated that fatal showdown, Karina, but Darweish Muhammad had been out with friends on the night he was killed and was set upon by up to 14 people. His body was found outside a Craigieburn hospital with a hunting knife on the ground beside him. The 2 accused killers are due back in court in November, Karina.
Laura Turner, thank you.
Police are desperately trying to track down a killer pit bull on the loose after attacking a young family. Live to Christy Mayer in Pascoe Vale. And Christy, the family was ambushed.
Mike, the couple was out walking their two dogs and pushing their toddler in a pram here on Landals Road in Pascoe Vale this morning when two pit bulls charged at them, attacking their pets. The woman tried to protect her animals, her partner also coming to her aid. Residents heard screaming and also rushed to help, but sadly one of the small dogs died at the scene. Police were called and a ranger seized one of the pit bulls a short time later in a nearby street, but the other one is still at large. Authorities are warning locals not to approach the dog if they see it. Instead, they should call 000. Police have identified the owner of the dogs and council is investigating. The mother and child thankfully weren't hurt during the attack, but her partner has received treatment for injuries to his hand. Mike?
Christy, thank you.
Tens of thousands of drivers have been overcharged on Melbourne toll roads. Transurban has apologised for the mistakes, which date back a decade, with refunds on the way.
Driven on CityLink or the Westgate Tunnel, you could be one of 90,000 drivers overcharged by Transurban. The company says some vehicles were incorrectly classified in its system.
We do see some challenges around classification between the boundaries between cars and light commercial vehicles, and then sometimes between a light commercial vehicle and a heavy commercial vehicle. On this occasion, we've really let them down, and so for that we sincerely apologise.
The mistakes date back as far as 2015. Affected drivers will be emailed to notify them of the refund process. Many will receive credits on their linked account. The majority are owed less than $50. But a further 180,000 drivers were undercharged for tolls.
Now, I want to reassure customers who have been undercharged that we're not going to be seeking any back payment or recouping of tolls.
11 years is a long time for errors to go unnoticed. The total cost of the mistake, Transurban won't say. It will also offer overcharged customers extra compensation, about $50 in credit each. It's the second toll issue for the Westgate Tunnel, the other identified shortly after it opened in December. Blake Johnson, 7 News.
The Prime Minister has kicked off Parliament's winter break by using Pauline Hanson's stance on multiculturalism against her.
But it was an answer to a lewd question about Kylie Minogue that's landed the PM in hot water.
In Western Sydney, known for its cultural diversity, the PM inspects a pharmaceutical plant, then uses a leadership dialogue.
We're a multicultural nation, it's who we are.
To ramp up his fight with Pauline Hanson. 2 weeks ago, the One Nation leader declared Australia must be a monoculture. The PM says neither Hanson nor the opposition could have done as he did, travel to Southeast Asia and negotiate extra fuel supplies during shortages brought on by the Iran war.
I reckon they probably remember what she has said about them.
The monoculture fuss also took political paint off opposition leader Angus Taylor, many seeing him as too slow to condemn Hanson's speech.